welcome to another edition of Touchline Fracas. And in the studio today I'm joined by Lou.
Hey there, man.
I'm good, man. How you doing?
This looks bare weird.
We did a little squad rotation, innit? A little bit of a Bamiyang's now getting a central role. Ditched out on a dusty left wing and Lacazette out wide.
Yeah.
Merson and Rat, that's who me and Lou normally are.
Oh, that's quite complimentary. I was going to come. I had comebacks ready, I can't lie.
It's alright, it's good.
I will save them until you do start to fire shots, but it's alright.
Ellis.
Yo.
And Shawnee Pizzle, Mr. Brexit. What's happening?
I'm good, man. Feeling a bit rough.
Alright. So to the agenda today, let's start from the top. Let's talk about Liverpool. Ellis's beloved Liverpool.
I know.
Because we rattled the life out of Liverpool fans on Twitter this week.
Don't know why they were rattled for.
You do know why there's rattled.
I don't know
there
why,
was some
man.
relevance to what was said. And then, the pathetic bunch of losers they are, when their boy bagged the third goal in a 3-0 win,
Goals
like
a
I've
goal
been
B.
saying for the last year, is what he does.
Yeah,
That was shameless. Yeah, no, you're right.
Firmino scored.
Goals are goals B?
Yeah, they are goals. I thought he played quite well though. And he didn't play up front yesterday.
Firmino always plays quite well.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
That's the problem.
What?
It's because the lack of goals is masking his overall attributes.
No, it's not that. You see what it is he is a good player. And he was getting excellent player praise. So when a good player gets praise that is not befitting their performances and not befitting what they are, people start to question it and people start to look at him a bit funny. So that's why. So when you're telling me, oh, he's this wonderful, he's that, he's the reason Mane and Salah score, and I watch Liverpool and I think, no, he's not. Mane scored before. Salah scored before.
Yeah,
Mane and Salah would score if he was there or not because they're outstanding players.
Yeah.
Like, us saying he's the weakest link in that three doesn't mean he's a bad player, but it also doesn't mean that I believe that if he's the focal point of the attack, which he was last year, he's not going to score enough goals to win you things. He's just not. If you're going for fourth, by all means. It's the same problem Arsenal had with Olivier Giroud. If you're going to go for fourth, a man that's going to score you 15, 16 goals, yeah that's fine.
Get you there comfy.
Yeah, that's fine. When you've got higher aspirations, it's not going to be good enough.
Yeah, he's got 5 goals in 18 games this season. And what is it now in the league? 3 and
13.
Yeah,
no, I'm talking about since last season as well. Is it like since March?
It's like 5 since like the 24th of February.
That's mental. That's insane.
Even if he was playing as a 10 in all those games, as good as Liverpool are as an attacking threat, you should expect more goals.
Yeah.
In reality.
Yeah, for a team that's scoring, how many goals they scored last season? 90.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Well, look, we worked it out. He's got pretty much the same record as Arnautovic from last season to this season. Liverpool have scored what? More than double the goals that West Ham have scored in that period.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And they're both. The reason I use Arnautovic as a comparison is that they're similar players in that they weren't strikers. They're attacking midfielders that will move to strikers because of their footballing ability. And Arnautovic doesn't do half the running that Firmino does. Do you know what I mean? And he's putting up similar numbers in a far inferior side. So I think there's some credence to
it was a fair shout because obviously I've said in a group chat he's a scorer of great goals rather than a great goal scorer, which
we believe is also a lie. But
I put that. You see that
his goal was fairly good yesterday. Good finish.
The header.
A scorer of great goals.
Great goals. He bangs great goals, bro. You remember? I put in the group chat.
He's not Dennis Bergkamp, is he?
Bro, you had to pick a goal from 3 years ago.
Doesn't matter. It was a great goal. It was a great goal.
He hasn't scored many in the 3 years.
It was a great goal. But apart from that, I think where the problem is that when he came in, it took him time to settle. Then we saw everything that he was doing, which was good. So we was, lack of better word, overhyping him because we thought he wasn't getting the just rewards in it of everyone else.
So okay, a well respected Liverpool in the know tweeted on Friday evening that Liverpool plan on investing heavily
on the
striker.
Yeah, but someone else has come out and said that they want to get a backup striker, so that's a bit.
They're going to invest heavily on a backup striker.
No, they want to get a backup striker to back up Firmino. But all this in the know.
Who said that?
Some guy called Maxi something.
Yeah, never heard of him, mate. Yeah. Never heard of him. Credibility gone. Yeah,
but even that Oli Bonju is a bit shaky. Yeah, he's a bit shaky anyway. So.
But do you think it's good to break up the fluidity of Liverpool, regardless whether Firmino scores loads of goals or not? If you're winning games,
but if they can find a forward, a number 9 who can do what Firmino does, or they can change the shape. So now we're playing with a 4-2-3-1.
And right, so, okay, so this is what I wanted to speak about. Before we get into the game, man, the mere fact that Liverpool have reverted to a 4-2-3-1.
Which is Klopp's first love
formation. How is it? And Firmino has been withdrawn from the attack. Does that not...
Maybe I think that probably Klopp sees him as a person who's going to link up the midfield to the attack.
That's what he's always been, right? So
he's always been like that.
That's what he was. That's what he's good at.
When he came, what's the name? Rogers put him on the right.
Rogers did mad stuff.
Rogers was mental.
I was just having a discussion on Twitter.
Rogers was mental.
Mad stuff the whole time.
The only reason we actually got Firmino was that Rogers said that he wants Benteke. He will only sanction Firmino if you got Benteke.
Okay.
Which was...
Because United wanted Firmino as well.
Yeah. So we wanted Depay. United wanted Firmino, then it just happened. Well, Depay wanted to go to United, so we just had to go.
Do you think it would have worked out differently for Depay if he went Liverpool?
Maybe.
Well,
I don't think he'd be dropping freestyles on us.
Did you see that?
He had one bar there said about he told his agent to go double it. I was on bar.
Yeah, I thought it was okay.
Yeah, he had a bar.
He's lucky.
You know what, remember, Lukaku did rubbish with... Somebody else it was still rubbish.
No, but I think Depay could do rubbish and he would just get the blag because he's actually performing
well.
He's
got a bit of style.
Yeah, exactly. Lukaku is always going to be a bit...
He was rapping like he plays football. Just dodgy and that. But
so what did you think of the Liverpool game?
3-0
at Watford is a very, very, very good result. It's not easy. I was actually nervous about the game, to be fair. I didn't think you'd win, I'll be honest. Yeah, I was watching the game as well.
He predicted them now in the prediction league.
Yeah, I didn't. When I was watching the game.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
From the first 10, Liverpool looked very blunt.
Yep.
Yeah, but they've been looking blunt.
Watford were causing them problems, and Watford were kind of getting the better of them in midfield, like power, physically. Yeah,
power. Yeah.
I think if they had
a bit of finesse,
more quality up front,
it would have.
Like Deulofeu.
He had a good chance. No, was that offside, the chance that he had?
When he scored, yeah, he was offside.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Do you know what it is? He's not a forward. So every time he'd come to go to the balls, the pass would go long. If he'd go long, the pass would come short. It's just the wrong thing all the time. If they still had Richarlison,
yeah, it would have caused us.
It would have been a lot more problems. Like, and when you're Deulofeu, you've like... First, you've got to get past Lovren, and then you've got to get past Van Dijk. Well, he hasn't got anything on Van Dijk. And it's hard enough for him to beat Lovren. Like, he struggled with Lovren. So once he got past that, he had nothing. Like, Deeney, he can do nice stuff 30 yards away, but he hasn't got the mobility to get there and join in.
Did he stop?
Like, Deeney started. Okay. He bought an Andre Gray, I think, or and Isaac Success.
See, Gray should have started for me. I think Gray would have been a better option than that.
And Isaac Success is busy as well. He would have given Lovren a...
Yeah, he gave us a bit of a handful as well. I think he came on and missed a few chances.
Yeah.
I missed the first half. I got the second half. The second half we came out a bit quicker. We got the goal. Salah again, the man.
Well, Hendo was back in the squad, innit?
Yeah.
Why did Hendo do that? Like, why did he? He just walked off.
Yeah, because he knew he got booked.
No, but I wouldn't do that. I'd wait for the referee to send me off.
Because he knew, innit?
They'd already won the game, I guess.
Yeah, but he just walked straight down the tunnel.
I don't know why he was so angry. Like, he didn't get the free kick. Though the free kick got given, he believed it wasn't a free kick.
Yeah.
He played on it.
I don't understand why he's getting in your team. He's useless. Like, really and truthfully, like, look, Match of the Day is not the most progressive football analysis you're ever going to get.
They show that.
If they're high...
but Anton, there was a defender like a couple...
No.
I know, but if he infused it... but with Mane's got a bit of a funky touch.
No, he hasn't. You telling me Mane can't deal with that?
He probably could, but Henderson likes to play.
And even if he doesn't deal with it, what's the danger of him losing the ball on the edge of their area?
There isn't a danger. There isn't.
Right. So
and it was like with Henderson, he plays the percentages. He's a very, very safe player. As safe as.
But that's not safe. Look, what midfielder minds your striker losing the ball in the other team's area?
No.
Like, that's not being safe. There's no danger of him losing the ball.
I can kind of see why he went with Henderson yesterday though, because if you look at Watford's midfield, Capoue, Doucouré, that's a.
What, you telling me Henderson is more powerful than Fabinho? Was Fabinho on the bench?
Yeah, he's
probably. He was on the bench. He came on, didn't he? He came on.
What, Henderson physically?
He's a try-hard, isn't it? He's not. He might not be physically. He's not a physically overpowering person, but he's a try-hard.
If you want to match a midfield for intensity, because you know
Yeah.
Watford are going to bring it.
We can't do that anymore.
Fabinho needs to fill up.
Can he? Can not?
No, he can't, man. He ain't got no legs no more.
They're gone, bro.
Yeah.
He plays like he's 33. He's what, 29?
Yeah, his legs are
Yeah,
finished.
Fergie called it though, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He says he doesn't run properly.
He don't run properly. It's gonna catch
I'm
up.
by no means a Henderson fan, innit? But I'm kind
I
of.
don't think he's the
You
greatest
sound like
player.
Henderson.
Like, I don't think,
No.
the thing is,
I'll
sometimes
leave that to the
when I talk to
Touchline
Henderson,
guy.
when I talk about Henderson on Twitter, it sounds like I'm his
Slide
number one
dig.
fan, innit? But I'm not.
You don't know how to be critical of a Liverpool player.
Maybe.
You're
The only one I am is Lovren, and I fucking hate him.
I don't think Lovren's that bad.
He's terrible.
He's not.
He is. No, he is. Sorry.
No, you ain't seen terrible.
Yeah,
You ain't seen terrible.
Nah, man.
You definitely never saw yesterday either from Chelsea. But we'll get on
I've
to
seen
it.
Mustafi
You're not-
every day of
you're
the
not-
week.
Oh, Ellis,
Oh, Mike,
mate.
it's like-
Are you seeing what Mustafi's doing in the 95th minute?
Fair enough, but I've seen.
He's
Lovren.
conspiring against. Alright, we'll get on to us.
So is Lovren. Lovren always conspires against
Nah,
Liverpool.
man, Lovren's
Him and Mignolet, 100%.
Oh, you both Mignolet, come on.
Nah, man.
What did you think of Mane yesterday?
I watched second half of it. He played well though. He always plays well. He's always dangerous. He's always ready. When he's even quiet, he's still like one run that's gonna change the game for us.
I really like him. We was discussing in my other group chat. I think we vaguely discussed it as well the other day. This clause that Liverpool have got with Barca.
Yeah.
You seen that?
Yeah.
No.
So basically, if Barca buy any Liverpool player in the next 2 years now, it's been for a year from when they bought Coutinho. They have to pay £100 million premium
Additional.
on top of the player's value.
Yeah,
So say they
it was
went
in
and bought-
Coutinho's contract.
Yeah, say they went and bought Andy Robertson for 25 million.
Yeah.
They'd have to pay 125 million.
Yeah.
Well, who the fuck signed that?
I don't know.
Barca's like that, innit?
Yeah. And
Wait, is that the guy? Is that the same guy we've just signed as part of our?
Is it? No way. No way.
Makes sense why Welbeck is now getting a new
Super
contract,
good
did it? Yeah.
So basically, my friend was discussing it, and my friend was like, he's a United fan, he's got real hate for Liverpool. He was like, oh, it doesn't matter anyway, because Liverpool haven't got anyone other than Van Dijk that Barca would want to sign.
Yeah, sure.
And I was thinking,
Fam, they'll take Salah and they'll take Mane.
I think Mane is. I think look in the Liverpool squad, the players that can get the next step move would be Salah, Mane, Van Dijk, Keita,
Yes.
I think they keep
Gomez.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I
And
think,
when you say next step up, you're talking to a Barca.
yeah,
You're saying Liverpool are tier two.
the higher
Yeah.
clubs. And
What do you think Keita would?
I think Keita could.
Keita's young, innit?
If he followed the same trajectory he was on at Leipzig, he hasn't shown it in the Prem. But if he performed to the same level he was performing at in Germany here,
He could, yeah.
then he could.
Mm.
I firmly believe that. And then, so yeah, Mane, my friend, straight off the bat said Mane no.
Nah, but that I don't understand. A lot of people underestimate Mane. Mane is a really, really good player.
I think he's
Absolutely
blinding.
brilliant
And I
player.
think other than Man City, there's not many teams that he doesn't improve.
No. Like if you look at Son yesterday,
And he could, there's even
No,
like,
it's an argument he
does
could
improve.
do. I was gonna
He
say
can
that, yeah.
improve City
Yeah.
as well. Like, there's not many teams he
Who you having, Mane or Mahrez?
Mane.
Yeah.
Mane. I think people overlook his work rate and his busyness to thinking that he's not as smart or he's not as intricate or a good footballer. Then they are. They don't.
Let's call a spade what a spade.
Yeah,
because we know what that's based on. as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They
It's-
just think he's pace and power, but
Yeah.
his finesse.
Yeah, he is. He is a very good player.
To play in that front three and to play at that level where Klopp has got them, I think.
And it's not even just in that front three though, because his goal record at Southampton, like
Yeah, 1 in 3.
1 in 3 in a mid-table.
He's been everywhere, even
At Liverpool, that
back
1
at
and 2, 1 and
Salzburg.
two. everywhere. That's
He's done it everywhere.
everywhere.
Like, so
And he
I-
gets
I-
really good goals, man. He gets
Yeah,
important
I
goals,
think
good
Mane.
finishes.
I think another season, if he carries on playing as well as he has this season, I think clubs should start knocking on the door for
100%.
him.
There was, in the summer, it was rumoured that he
He's
was
only
Real Madrid were
26,
looking
isn't
at
it?
him.
The same age as Salah, so.
Yeah,
Real
he's
Madrid
got
were looking
talent.
at him,
So.
so well, apparently, anyway.
But that's what's happened. That's what's going to happen with Liverpool. The Liverpool progressing like this, and obviously Van Dijk. I don't think he's going to be going anywhere for a while for his price tag or what he'll be. But Liverpool progressing like this is going to be the challenge will be how will we be able to hold on to some of these players?
And this is what I was talking about with that deal. The genius of that deal is right. So now Barca are out of the picture.
So all you got to worry about then is Real Madrid,
PSG. Real Madrid can't spend shit anyway.
And the same as PSG.
And PSG can't either.
Yeah, so
Liverpool have basically protected the spine of their side for the next few years. So they can add to their team for 2 years without really having the worry of losing anybody unless they want to.
Yeah.
So I think that's a blinding bit of
business. The sporting director is going to name Michael Edwards.
Just saying, oh, sorry, go on, Carol.
Yeah, that's the new sporting director. He's always been there.
Follow him on LinkedIn or something.
Yeah, follow him. He's good. He's good. I mean, he will give you good money.
Mane's goal scoring record: 111 in 272 games.
Is that his whole career?
Whole career, yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
45 and 87 at Salzburg, 25 and 75 for Southampton, 40 and 90 for Liverpool.
I mean, to be fair, when he first came, I was a bit because he came in with Van Alden. So when I was about...
No, he came the year before Wijnaldum, innit?
I think they came at the same time.
Wijnaldum's first season was last season. Mane's first season was the season.
No.
Mane joined in 16-17.
Yeah, it's only Wijnaldum.
What's looking really good for you lot?
17-18. We're in the 18-19 season.
No. Last season was his second season.
Last season was Wijnaldum's second season?
Yeah. They come at the same time.
Okay. I'll try and find out.
I believe it to be otherwise.
But what's looking good for you though at the moment though is the fact that anybody wants from their team, you want goals in your team, which you have anyway, through Mane, through Salah. But it's always been the problem with Liverpool was that you lot conceding. So you lot are becoming clean sheet merchants right now.
Same season.
It's ridiculous.
Wijnaldum came 16-17 too.
Van Dijk.
You got to praise Van Dijk crazily for this.
And Allison and money well spent.
No, see, all right. At some point, Allison, is he what he's cracked up to be?
He's all right.
No, he's not been as good as I thought he was going to be.
I watched him. I saw him for Roma.
Yeah,
I didn't think he was all that. I saw him for Brazil. I didn't think he was all that. I've seen him for Liverpool. I still don't think he's all that. What I will say, he is an upgrade
on Karius and Mignolet. Yeah.
So, in that regard, yeah, it makes sense. But I wouldn't credit him for the improvements. Van Dijk makes sense.
Van Dijk is the
Van Dijk definitely, but Alisson's made a few saves where.
I haven't seen him make any saves that I think.
They might not be outstanding, but at that time where we needed to.
It's the mistakes.
Well, yeah, you have been known.
He does make mistakes, and you've got good enough defenders now that. He made a shocking mistake yesterday. He passed Firmino.
See, this is all of his things is all to do with his feet. Yeah, all to do with his feet. That's where he'll always.
It's not the shaky from and whatnot.
And that's big, man, because teams get momentum for that kind of stuff. But when they know they can stick it on.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and they know.
He's dominant. So I think
Alright, did anybody watch the greatest Prem side of all time?
When I spit bars in a rave, man, I go hard like Santan.